up against a 3rd and 5. They'll try the right side with Elliott. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the 1st, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9. Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. We're scoreless after 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 43 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 43 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Marquise Bell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers finds his man, Dobbs.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs as the 1st half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
After the sack on first down, Rodgers. Right side to Watson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
26 Mike. Time to go. Night.
Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. To try again after the sack. Rodgers forced out to his left. Sideline throw caught by Dobbs. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Elliott once more. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Marquise Bell in on that stop. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Rodgers. Watson making the catch. On the move past the 40, the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. To throw is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Four yards remain for 2nd down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're no...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
90 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
They'll run it with Elliott. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
From the 44, Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
So a win here for the Packers. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, I think we both were really impressed with how he played. He threw for almost 400 yards, had 3 touchdowns.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh we. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh we. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy, I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe show you gon' see. Yeah,
chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Miami. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Two and a throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here we go. Black 40. 26, Mike. Hey. Steal, black. Hey, red. I got you, Pop. 26, Mike.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Watkins downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Devontae Wyatt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
26, Mike. Black ultra. Check 3. Strike it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally
be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner. Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Sanders now to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a...
Watkins diving, he's got it. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Rodgers going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 43 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he coughed it up, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Second down and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. And when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Crosby is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Ultra. Go ultra. Hey, blue, you, yellow.
26 month, bandit.
Here's Tua. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Tua going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers, quick slant to Watson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Tua now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. We'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 45 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From the 39, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So a win here for the Packers, and we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to